Okay, we're gonna make the video now. You ready? We're gonna tell everybody about the cookies. Give me 5. Hi everyone, thank you so much for clicking to watch this video. We are so happy that you're here. This week we have a Halloween party at the end of the week with our family at our cousin's house, and we usually all just sign up for something to bring. This year I got the big idea that I want to be a professional sugar cookie maker, apparently. I signed up for cookies, and of course I could make any cookie. I could make chocolate chip cookies, I could make any kind of cookie. Name your favorite cookie. I could have brought that. But instead, of course, I decided that I was going to make sugar cookies cut into cute Halloween shapes with cute royal icing frosted on in festive Halloween colors. And I do feel like I succeeded, but it was a big task to chew off on my own. This is the first time I've made this recipe on my own. It's only the second time I've made it at all, and it was a bit of a task. I spread it out over 3 days, and I definitely could have done it in one day if I had the half a day, a morning to an afternoon. So thanks for clicking. I hope that you'll follow me into the kitchen and see how I did it. The recipe that I referenced will be linked below, but I started with the dry ingredients. I sifted them together so that they're light and fluffy. Next, using a mixer, or if you're very fast and strong at stirring, you can do it by hand, but you will cream together your butter and sugar and then add your egg and your vanilla. Next, it's time to add your dry ingredients gradually and mix them in with the wet mixture. Once your dough has formed, you're going to separate it into halves and put them in the refrigerator. You can wrap them in saran wrap as the recipe calls for. I put them into gallon-sized Ziploc bags, and you're supposed to make them into discs, so that is what I did. This is where I stored the dough overnight. You could just put it in the refrigerator for an hour or two until it firms up. So it's kind of up to you, but this was a good spot for me to finish for the first day of cookie making and move on to the next day. When you're finally ready to bake your cookies, you're gonna preheat the oven to 350 degrees. Lightly coat your work surface with flour. I also coated my rolling pin, the dough a little bit, and my hands with some flour so that nothing was too sticky. Then you're able to roll out your dough and start cutting your cookies and getting them ready to bake. You'll want to leave about an inch of space between your cookies, then you'll bake them for 13 to 15 minutes. I try to rotate mine front to back about halfway through the baking process. Once they are done, you'll want to put them on a cooling rack before you do any icing. Once your cookies are completely cooled, it is time to ice your cookies. I did not include video of me making this icing, but it's fairly simple, 3 ingredients. I used meringue powder, powdered sugar, and water. I'll include the recipe that I referenced below. The consistency is important. As you see, you don't want the icing to run off the sides of your cookie. This is a method called, I believe, flooding, hashtag flooding on Instagram if you're interested in seeing a skilled baker or cookie decorator doing this. Props to the people who do this for a living because it is very difficult to get it just right, and in this video I have it sped up as fast as iMovie will let me and it still looks like I'm going fairly slow. So props to them, and I would recommend checking out hashtag flooding videos on Instagram because they are very soothing to watch. Once your first layer of icing hardens, you can add details on top of it using other colors or the same color. Royal icing hardens as it dries, which makes it the perfect canvas to create really cute, detailed cookie art. For these cookies, I just put faces on the skulls, the pumpkins, and the ghosts, but you can really go wild and kind of use your imagination to create any kind of cookie. When you're ready to store or transport your cookies, you'll want to layer them in a container with parchment paper between each layer of cookies. Thanks again for clicking to watch this video. We hope you'll subscribe to our channel. Now, enjoy some of the bloopers from me trying to record the beginning of this video with our dog Bozzy.